Hi, my name is Brian King. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to StampWithBrian.com. One of the questions I get a lot is, Brian, how do you glue down your layers and how do you get them all centered? So I want to show you a couple of tips and tricks that I think might be helpful for you when you're just getting started with perfect layering. So come on in and we're going to make a card together. We are literally going to build this card from top to bottom. This is a piece of Watermelon Wonder. And in a workshop or in a class, the first thing people want to do is take this base, fold it in half, and use their bone folder to score it. But I want to encourage you to think about holding off and letting that be the last thing you do. Because when this piece is folded, it's a lot harder to center the pieces on top of it that you want to glue down later. So these are the pieces that I'm going to layer on top of here to create a pretty birthday card. So the tips that I have for you today are, and I'll include the dimensions for these layers on my blog, is to do your gluing first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece down, and then I'm going to use dimensions to pop up this piece, and this piece. So do all your gluing, then do your dimensions from top to bottom. So just watch as I work on this, and then I'll come back in and we will talk about what I did. So the first tip that I want to share with you is to always use a dimensional in the center. A lot of times people want to just put it on the edges, but then it kind of leaves it a little hollow and soft there in the middle. Don't skimp on the dimensionals. They're super cheap and super awesome. The other tip was, you probably saw me when I was gluing down. I layer them and I start with the corner and then I try to get the other corner, and by then the rest of it just falls into place. But again, I'm going to layer these pieces, but I'm going to start with the top and work my way down. It just helps to make sure that everything is perfectly where you want it as you move along. So I'm going to just pull these dimensionals off. I'm going to place this happy birthday sentiment right there and just let it go off the edge a little bit. Now I know that a lot of times people, when they're trying to center on a card, they stand up and they try to get over top of it. I think it's definitely important to be over top of it, but I want to show you another tip. This is how I would center this on here. I hold the piece like this, and then I kind of look over top, and then I let it go a little bit. But if you'll notice, it's bowed a little bit in the middle. That's to get that little middle dimensional to pop, and then the rest can kind of come down around it. So look how perfect that is. And then I'm going to peel these away and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to hold it over top so that I can see where it is that I'm placing the panel. And I'm letting it kind of sag a little bit in the middle to let that piece stick, so that the rest of it just kind of goes down around it. So here we go again. And look how easy that is, because this piece isn't bent up. So there I have my perfectly layered and centered card. I hope you found those tips and tricks to be helpful. Please visit us at StampWithBrian.com to see more about this project, or to purchase these items, or just to see what fun we're having over there. Thanks for stopping by.